All right, hi everybody. Welcome to today's Powerful Flow yoga class. I'm really glad you were able to make it. Today's practice is really focused on neck and shoulders and upper back. So if you've been sitting all day, if you've been slouching, if you're a human in the world with a phone that you look at all the time, I really hope this class will help you feel a little more loose, find some more space and ease, especially through the upper body. You will need 2 blocks for class today, or maybe 2 squarish things that you could use for extra support. If you don't have them, it's not a big deal. We're going to get started with a little bit of seated alternate nostril breathing, just to like coast into this practice. So if you'd like to grab a comfier spot to sit than on the ground, you can do that now. If you're following along to the playlist, I'm pressing play now, but it is not necessary to be synced up with me. So start to make your way to your comfy spots. And before we start with the alternate nostril breathing, we're just going to take a couple nice regular breaths. So scooch to the edge of your seat, let your spine kind of zip up nice and tall, reaching up through the very crown of your head. Rest your hands somewhere that feels comfortable and nurturing to you. Feel your feet against the ground. Feel your hips and your sit bones and relax a little more weight down into them. From the base of your spine, trace the length of your spine all the way up through the top of your head. And as you trace the line back down your spine, soften everything along the spinal column. Take a big breath in through your nose, filling up. And a big breath out your mouth, releasing and letting go. Good, again, like that. Breathe in, fill up. Breathe out, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. One more like that. Breathe in horizontally through the rib cage. And a big sigh out your mouth. We'll start some alternate nostril breathing. If you know where you're going, you can get started on your own. Raise your right hand up towards your face. You're going to plug your right nostril with your thumb. Keep all your other fingers tucked, but release your last 2 fingers. And you'll plug your left nostril with your ring or pinky finger. So start with right nostril plugged, sit up nice and tall. Breathe in through the left nostril. Plug the left nostril, exhale right nostril. Inhale right nostril, nice and easy. Plug right, exhale left. Nice job, inhale left. Plug left, exhale right nostril. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Keep going on your own, nice and easy. If you forget what comes next, just make it up. Can you extend both the inhale and the exhale a little longer than you want to? And with each exhale, can you soften whatever wants to be softened? You're doing great. Relax the skin of your face. Soften your throat Feel your shoulders from the inside out. Finish one more full, slow round on your own, no rush. When you exhale out your left nostril next time, rest both hands in your lap. When you're done, just take a moment to observe the effect of just a few moments of that breath. And let's take a big breath together here, breathing in through the nose, filling all the way up, expanding. And a big breath out your mouth, let go. Good, you can blink your eyes open, make your way to laying down on your back, on your mat. And you can find reclined bound angle pose where your feet are touching, knees are open wide. Let the length of your spine rest down against the ground. If this is too much on the hips, move your feet further away from you, making this diamond shape a little bigger. And give yourself a moment to settle into the space on the ground, feeling your whole body touching the earth, feet, hips, spine. Enjoy a couple breaths here, just settling into the transition. Know that you've already made the commitment to have your physical body be here for 60 minutes. Give yourself the gift of mental space from whatever came before or is coming after. You carved out the time, let yourself really be here. I know that's like so easy to say and really hard to do. You can use your breath as an anchor as you notice your mind starts to wander. So take a big breath in here, filling up. And a big breath out, relaxing and softening. Two more like that, breathing in. Breathing out. Good, last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Nice, keep your legs as they are. Bring your hands out to the side. We're gonna find some snow angels, start to warm up through the shoulders. Bring your hands to rest, back of your hands are on the ground. And as you breathe in, rainbow both arms up overhead, finding a big stretch through your upper body. And as you exhale, bring your hands back down to your hips. Really simple movement. Think about length and expansion. Breathing in, reaching the arms up overhead. Breathing out, returning back down. Find two more of these on your own, moving at your own pace. Nice and slow, no rush. Nice job. I think I still have one more. I lost track. I'm already feeling so relaxed. Good. When you've finished up your last one, bring your hands to the outsides of your knees, close them up like a book, then hug your knees into your chest. Find a little rock side to side, massaging your low back, just checking in, noticing what sensations you feel here. Maybe you draw little circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. Just taking stock, just noticing what's up with the low back. And then find happy baby pose. Send your feet up towards the ceiling. Grab for whatever is accessible. If you lifted your shoulders up to grab whatever you're grabbing, grab something closer to your body instead. And find that oppositional force where you're actively sending your feet up towards the ground, but using your arms or hands to pull your legs back towards you. Couple breaths here, finding whatever feels good. Stretching out through the backs of the legs. Nice job. And when you're all done, bring your feet to rest on the floor, knees up, and grab for one of your blocks. We're going to do a little bridge pose, squeezing the block, If you don't have a block, you can do bridge without this. This just helps bring a little more inner thigh activation and stability through the low back. So send your block between your thighs, squeeze it, wiggle your heels a little closer to your glutes. Hands can rest palms down at your side. As you breathe in, squeeze the block, bring your hips up. Pause and breathe here. You might wiggle your shoulders a little closer together, boosting your heart. But notice if your rib cage is like way up and out here, can you use the strength of your core to draw your rib cage closer to where your belt buckle would be if we were all wearing belt buckles right now? Good, keep breathing here. Start to notice that heat building through the lower region of the body. Notice if you feel it in your low back, through your hips, maybe in the front of your core. Notice the inner leg line here starting to work, still hugging through the block. And if it feels good, you can reach your fingertips up and back. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, lower everything back down to the earth. We'll flow through this 5 times now, matching breath to movement. As you breathe in, squeeze the block, lift, option to bring the arms up. Exhale, lower. Good, number 2, breathe in and lift. Breathe out, return. Great control. We've got 3 more. Inhale and lift. Exhale, release. Beautiful breath. Inhale, bridge pose. Exhale, lower. My legs are shaking. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Slow, slow, slow. When you reach the bottom, you can release this block from beside you. We're going to make our way into tabletop position. If you like to rock and roll the length of your spine, you're welcome to do that a few times. If you're like, I don't care for that, Abby, then just skip it. We're meeting in a tabletop on all fours in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Tabletop is where we meet. We're going to move into some cat and cow, but first let's set up this foundation mindfully. Spread your fingers wide, push your fingers into the ground, push your hands into the ground. Find that sensation of bringing the front body up to meet the back body. So it's not like a lazy tabletop. This is a very sturdy, this is a craftsman table. Oh my God. Okay, hug your hands and your knees towards each other. Feel that engagement through the front of your core. And from here, as you breathe in, drop your belly, carve a line up the wall in front of you with your chin. Pause for a minute here, find a little movement. Feel into the sensations of the shape through your body. Good, take another breath in. And as you exhale, cat pose, round and curl, tuck your chin towards your chest, send your heart up through your rib cage, up towards the sky. Same thing here, a couple breaths, just feeling into the shape, finding a little movement. And now we'll find a flow between those 2 shapes. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Good, 3 more of these on your own. Move with the way your body is asking to move. Nice job, finish up your last round. And we'll meet in tabletop, finding stillness, moving on to some thread the needle. So plant your left palm on your mat. You might move it a little close to the center beneath your nose if that feels good. And as you breathe in, draw your right fingertips up towards the sky. Pause and breathe here. If your arm doesn't reach all the way up, it's all good. Just work with what's happening in this range of motion through your shoulder today. Even the intention to reach the right arm up higher is helping bring some rotation to the spine, some opening through the chest. Give your wrist a couple spins, finding some rotation through the arm. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, tuck the right arm under the left, moving towards tabletop, but don't go all the way down yet. So you're reaching the right fingertips under this bridge. Start to feel your core supporting you here. And if you don't feel it yet, maybe you can bend the left elbow a little, really reach with the right. Good, as you inhale, reach all the way back up. And as you exhale, tuck and hover one more time. Use your core on purpose to facilitate this movement. Good. Last one. Inhale all the way up. Reach high. Exhale, tuck and hover just for a moment. Now release down into thread the needle. Rest your right shoulder, right side of your head on the ground. This is a big stretch for the back of your right shoulder blade. If you want it a little more intense, use the pressure of both of your right arm and your left hand against the ground to find what feels best. 3 more breaths here. Nice job. Bring your left hand back to the earth. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, tabletop. Let's take that on the other side. Right hand comes to the center of the mat as you breathe in. Peel the left fingertips high. Pause for a moment here. Start to wake up the left wrist, left arm and shoulder. Think about pushing the right arm into the ground and lengthening the left fingertips to the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, tuck the left arm under and just hover. Maybe bend the right arm more if that makes it harder. You're reaching through the left fingertips, bringing some rotation to the upper spine. Inhale, peel the left arm back up. Exhale, tuck and hover. Use your core to support you here. We've got one more. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, tuck and hover, and then stick the landing all the way down. 3 breaths here. Find what your body needs on this side. It's okay if it's different. Nice job. Plant the right hand. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, tabletop. Nice job. All right, find that strong foundation once more. Hands are wide like little gecko hands on the mat, and tuck your toes underneath you. Find hovering tabletop. So just lift your knees up. Good. Now for stability here, push your hands into the mat. Hug your hands and knees towards each other. And think about lifting your front body up to hug your back body. You can stay right here thinking about lengthening the back of your neck. If you want a little more, start to gently bring the right knee to tap the ground, then up, then lower the left knee, then up. Yes, if you're still here moving your knees, we've got 4, we've got 3, high plank in 2, high plank and 1. Yes, you can just step your feet straight back. Arms stay just as they were. Good. Option to hold this static high plank. Embrace the shake, embrace the burn. If you need to bring your knees back down for a minute to charge up, go for it. If you want a little more here, you can bring the marching back to the knees. Bringing the right knee down to barely touch and lift. Bringing left knee and lift. I'm shaking with you for 4. For 3, are you breathing? For 2, breathe more. And 1, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Whew. All right, great job. This is a great reminder that everything that I offer is just an option. I'm a huge fan of you doing whatever the hell you want, especially if it feels best to you. That includes skipping things, doing more of something we did earlier. Listen to your body. Start to pedal out through the legs, stretching through the calves, the Achilles, backs of the legs. And downward facing dog is a home base shape for us, but it is not an easy shape. So again, if this is like a little more than you're looking for, you can always chill on tabletop. If you're in the mood to build even more strength, maybe that's when you push with down dog. Take another big breath in here. Open mouth exhale. Good. Breathe in, gaze forward. Exhale, tiptoe your feet up. We're gonna be in ragdoll pose at the end of this, but see what a tiptoe might feel like, and until you can't go anymore, then you can walk like regular. Nice. Bend your knees super generously. Let your torso hang heavy. Option for a chest expansion here, interlacing your hands at your low back, lifting your fists to the sky. Other options might be cradling the back of your head, finding a gentle tugging motion down, letting the spine decompress.
4 breaths here with whatever feels best to you. Go ahead, maybe wiggle your jaw around a little bit. Notice if there's tension through your face. Good, and we're gonna meet standing. If you like to roll up one vertebrae at a time, go for it. That's gonna be painful for you. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees really generously, and lift yourself up to stand. Nice job. All right, our sun A is gonna start in star pose. So face the long edge of your mat. We're gonna be toes slightly out, heels in, like however wide of a stance feels good. You'll figure it out. And as you breathe in, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna move through some exalted twists, which are a combination of a twist, a side bend, and a back bend. They feel amazing. So we're gonna start, bring your right hand to your hip or towards your low back. And as you breathe in, sweep the left arm across your body, up and back. Let the left leg come with it to help you turn. And from here, stay here. Find where you feel this stretch feeling really good in your left hip, all the way up through your left fingertips. You might squeeze your left glute a little bit to enhance the stretch across the hip. Good, one more breath in here. And as you exhale, come back to center. Do that on the other side. Left hand on your left hip or low back for support. As you breathe in, right hand comes across, up and back, right toes follow. Spend a moment here exploring, finding where this stretch feels good to you. Play with firming the right glute any amount, lifting up out of the hips, breathe in. And breathe out, come back. Let's do that one more time on each side just to get the hang of it. As you inhale, sweep the left arm up and back. Exhale, come to center. Good, inhale, sweep the right arm up and back. Exhale, center, nice job. Let's move on. Inhale, clasp your hands behind you, puff up your chest. Good, we'll stay here for a moment. You can move the neck around a little. If this shape is uncomfortable in your body, grab for opposite elbows behind you. Think about broadening your collarbones here. Good, one more breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. Option to release the bind if it doesn't feel good, but see how it is. You might widen your feet a little bit to make this more comfortable. Let your head hang heavy. Again, invitation to keep the bind or to lose it at any point. Inhale, lift halfway through your spine. And as you exhale, release the bind, find goddess pose with your hands on your legs. So this is like horse squat, goddess squat, a coach reviewing some footage. What is it? Carl made that joke once and I tell it wrong literally every time. So embarrassed of me. We're here because it feels good for the hips. We're gonna add in a little bit of a twist, little shoulder movement. So breathe in, lift your heart up. And as you exhale, drop your right shoulder, gaze over the left. Take it easy. This is pretty big twist, spine still warming up. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, gaze over the right, good. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, hands to heart, we're staying down. All right, breathe in, star pose, push all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Here we go, right hand on right hip. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and back. Exhale, center. Good, inhale, right arm up and back. Exhale, center. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, goddess pose, hands on your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, drop one shoulder. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the other shoulder. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go through one more time together. Inhale, star. Exhale, hands to heart. Right hand on your hip. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and back. Exhale, center. Good job. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale, center. Inhale, puff up your chest your way.
Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, horse pose, goddess pose. It has so many names. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, drop one shoulder. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the other shoulder. Breathe in, return to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, all the way up, star. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, make your way all the way down onto your belly. This is not the most graceful transition, but it works. All right, we're gonna do a little extra spinal warm up, then we're gonna get started warming up larger muscle groups. So you're all the way on your belly, bring your palms down towards your lowest ribs, press your toenails down into the mat. Think about hugging a quarter between your shoulder blades and pinching your elbows together like you're a little cricket. Nose on the mat. As you breathe in, peel your heart up, cobra pose. Hold and breathe here. Think about pushing your pelvis into the ground, supporting your low back, and reaching the back of your neck long. Good, 2 more breaths here, you got it. So strong, last breath in. Exhale, lower down. We're gonna roll this cobra 3 times. Breathe in, cobra pose, peel your heart up. Exhale, lower down. Good, inhale, cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, lower, last one, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes underneath you. As you breathe in, press yourself either to tabletop or all the way up to high plank. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we're gonna move on now, start to warm up more through the legs, get a little more love for the shoulders. Take a big breath in and breathe out. Good, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Grab one of your blocks, squeeze it between your legs again. Nice, and as you breathe in, find chair pose. It's weird with the block, but try it out. All right, you're reaching your hips back behind you, then down. Think about reaching for one of those tiny, tiny, obnoxious kindergarten chairs that like adults just truly cannot sit in. Reach your arms up high. If this is too much for the shoulders, hands at heart. Good, you're here, you're breathing, relax through the shoulders, through the neck, inhale. As you exhale, twist to your right, reach your right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. Good, can you sink a little lower in your seat? Think about the twist coming from above your belly button. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left, left fingertips back. Good, same thing here. Twist is coming from above the belly button. Reach your arms in opposition, so good. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward, release the block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge, step the left foot back. Left foot steps back. You can take a couple steps if you need to. Right leg is forward. Plant your left hand or fist on the mat. As you breathe in, reach the right arm high, easy twist. Option to keep your back knee lowered if this is more comfortable for you. If your leg is lifted, energize it more. Think about pulling your right hip crease back. Good, pinch your shoulder blades together, lengthen both arms, breathe in. As you exhale, low lunge, both hands frame your foot. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms forward, up and back. And then give yourself a couple moments here to feel stable in this shape. You might shorten your stance a little. Strong lunge in the front knee, but still supported through the back leg. You might bring your hands to your hips, move left hip more forward, right hip more back, and then experiment with what feels best through your pelvis here. Maybe you give your back knee a little bit of a bend. Think about hugging your feet towards each other underneath you, like you could scrunch up your mat. Good. Reach your arms up high, breathe in. Exhale, eagle arms, left arm under right, palms weave to touch, or you're grabbing a big bear hug. The legs are burning, that is on purpose. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Start to send your fingertips away from your face. And as you breathe in, lift your elbows up any amount, finding a tiny back bend. This can be really subtle. Squeeze your back glute for more support. Breathe in once more. As you exhale, little crunch, elbows towards the belly button. Again, this can be really small. Let's do it again. Breathe in, little back bend. You got it. Strong legs. Exhale, elbows to navel. Let's do it one more time because we can. Inhale, you got it. Exhale, elbows to belly button. Yes. Inhale, warrior two. Open up. Man, I always am on the wrong side. Good. Warrior two. Adjust your legs as you need to. If you want to bend and straighten into that front leg, it's all good. Align your front heel with your back heel, maybe your back arch. And think about finding external rotation through this front thigh. So that's the inseam of your leggings rolling back behind you. Good. Peel your fingertips apart. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward. Today, option to rest your right arm on your thigh for more support. Use the support of your arm against your leg to find a little more of a twist, a little more of an opening through both of your lungs here. 2 more breaths, you're doing awesome. Good, inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front leg. You're reaching up, maybe back. Think about digging your front big toe into the mat. Option to pop your toes up like a little jester if you want a little bit of a balance challenge. Find 1 more breath in here. And as you exhale, bend your knee, come back to low lunge, and then step back to high plank. Lower yourself onto your belly. You can drop to your knees first. Inhale, cobra pose, peel your heart up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's go through that again, nice and slow. Then we'll speed it up again a bit. Blah. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your block, put it between your legs as you inhale, chair pose. Good, sink your hips further back. You know we're holding here for a moment. Notice the story you're starting to tell yourself in your head. If you're yelling at me in your mind, like that's different, but if you're telling yourself that you can't do this, don't do that. You don't know that. Use more hamstring and glute strength to hold you here. Don't rely just on the power of the tops of your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to your right. Sink a little deeper. Broaden your wingspan 1 inch. Yes, inhale, center, you got it. Exhale, twist to the left, peeling your arms apart, lifting through the top of your head. Inhale, center, sink. Exhale, fold forward, release your block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot is forward. Plant your right hand or fist on the mat, maybe drop your back knee. Inhale, easy twist. I don't know why they call it an easy twist. It's not easy. Squeeze the back leg for support if it's lifted. Think about pinching your shoulder blades together, lengthening both arms here. Gaze down if this hurts your neck. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Good. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms forward, up and back. You know we're going to be here for a while in this lunge. Set yourself up to be successful. You can do hard things. You're way stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. Align your hips so their hip points point forward like little headlights. Pew, pew. Squeeze your back glute for stability. Bring your hands up high, inhale. Exhale, right arm under left, eagle arms the other way. Maybe you're grabbing a big bear hug, it's all good. Before we move, if you're in eagle arms, lift your elbows up, pull your hands away, squeeze your back glute, inhale, lift your elbows any amount. Exhale, elbows towards your belly button, also any amount. You're doing great. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, crunch, great control. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, you got it. Inhale, warrior 2, windmill, open. Bring some release to the left leg if you need it. Then find your powerful, focused warrior stance. We're gonna pay attention to the back leg on this side. Left leg, doing tons of work, we got it. Pinch the pinky edge of your right leg down towards the mat. Think about tightening the right glutes. Peel your fingertips apart, breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Rest your arm on your thigh. Use it to help you find a deeper twist. Use it to help you find more ease. Notice what's happening with the back leg. Could you pinch the pinky edge down? Bring a little more support to this shape. Inhale. Stay for your exhale, good. Straighten the left leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. This is a big side stretch. You might pop up the toes. You might focus on pushing the big toe into the ground. Relax your shoulder, relax your jaw. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, bend into your knee. Step back to high plank. Lower to your belly with control. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use your core to lift your hips. Good, we're gonna flow through once, matching breath to movement. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Grab your block, put it between your legs. Inhale, chair pose, sink low, you got it. Exhale, twist to the right. Sink lower, inhale, center. Exhale, twist left, even lower. Yes, you can. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold, release the block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back. Left foot steps back. Inhale, peel the right arm high. Exhale, low lunge. Here we go. Inhale, high crescent, reach forward, up and back. Exhale, left arm under the right. Left arm under right. Squeeze your back glute. Inhale, baby back bend. Exhale, elbows to belly button. 2 more, you got it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, bring the breath. Inhale. And exhale, so good. Inhale, warrior 2, get long. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the right leg. Exhale, high plank to your belly. Take your time. Inhale, cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we've got one more side. You got this. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Grab your block, put it between your legs. Inhale, last chair pose. Exhale, twist to the right. How deep can you sit? You got it. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist left. So stable, so strong. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward, release the block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Right foot steps back. Plant your right hand. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high crescent, rise strong. Exhale, right arm under left. Right arm under left. Squeeze your back glute. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Use your breath. Good, last one. You got it. Make it your strongest one yet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front leg. Exhale, low lunge to high plank to your belly. Nice and easy. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, lower down to your knees. Grab a little bit of water. You can pat your brow with a towel. How are we doing, my one live student? You don't want to know the look you just gave me. All right, I'm going to hydrate, and then we're gonna move on to the best part of class, which is the stretching. So we're all super warm right now. We're gonna use all that heat, the strength and power we've built in the muscles to get into some really deep, nice stretching. And then we'll be out of here. So I don't want to say the worst is behind you because that frames that in such a negative. I'm going to just shut up and drink this water. Good job hydrating, everybody. Okay. All right. All right, if you have your blocks, bring them towards the front of your mat. We're gonna do a little deep lunging sequence. We're not gonna move into it from down dog. We're gonna move into it from tabletop because our arms have done enough, you know? All right, so in this stretch, first, you're just gonna step the right foot forward. So right foot is forward, left knee is back. Walk your hands up your right leg. So your knee is over your ankle, and then same in your back leg, hip over knee. This is a pretty tight little lunge. Reach your left fingertips up, breathe in. And as you exhale, bend towards your right. It might be a really small bend. Engage your left glute. Notice how that feels through the, front of the left hip. Can you relax your left shoulder? Push both of your feet into the mat. Hug your right heel towards your left knee, breathe in. And as you breathe out, come back to center. Good, now you might reach for your blocks. Invitation here is to find a shape called half splits. Don't let that intimidate you. Straighten through the right leg, any amount. The knee can still be pretty bent. This is supposed to feel good on the back of your left leg, maybe a little bit in your low back. So I wanna invite you to explore moving between this shape and crawling forward to a deeper lunge. You're gonna have about 10 breaths to play between these two shapes. That's a long time. So tune into what your body is asking for. Maybe let yourself be a little exploratory, a little more playful, just wondering what if rather than I should. Nice job. You got about 2 more breaths here. The blocks are nearby. They help you find a stretch that feels good. Nice job. And then all together, we'll move to runner's lunge. So crawl yourself forward, bent into the right knee. Both hands are inside the right foot. I should be, dang it, face the other way every time. All right, you might wiggle your right foot further away from your body off to the right. You might point your toes off towards the end, and then got a couple options. You might find a little twist. Use your hand against the right thigh. Or you might experiment with lowering down onto your forearms. The block can be a helpful tool to bring the earth a little closer. You can stay there if that feels good. If you want a quad stretch, flex your left toes back towards your shin and start to bring your heel towards your glute. You don't even have to grab the foot to feel this across your left hip, your left quad. If you want to reach for your foot, you can go for it. And if your hamstring cramps when you try to do that, it's totally normal. Give it a try another day, see how it is. You have 3 more breaths here, taking it nice and slow, breathing into the left hip. Good, gently make your way back towards the tabletop shape. Take your time, take your time. We're gonna find that same series of stretches on the left side. So step your left foot forward this time. Right knee is back on the ground. Walk your hands up your left thigh. And before we find this stretch, solidify your base, even in a kneeling shape. Push your back toenails into the ground, push your front foot into the ground, hug front and back leg towards each other. Already notice any sensations through the front of the right hip as you find this engagement. Reach your right arm up high. And as you exhale, reach first up, then over towards the left, finding a stretch through the front of the right hip. Psoas muscle, hip flexors, relax your shoulder. Good, one more round of breath, you got it. Nice job, return to center. And as you breathe out, bring your hands down towards the ground. We're finding that movement between half splits and a crawled forward deeper lunge. There is no wrong way to do this. All of our bodies are different. This is going to feel good in different ways and not good in different ways. So if you're feeling pain or an uncomfortable pinching sensation, find something else that feels better. With 8 more full, slow breaths here to play. Good, nice job all together. Now we'll start to move towards a runner's lunge. Left leg is off further towards the left, creating a little more space in front of your body for your hands, maybe your elbows to rest. Find whatever stretch feels good in one or both of your hips. Maybe you're going for that quad stretch again. Good, 2 more rounds of breath. Good, gently make your way back to a tabletop shape. And then find a comfortable seat on your mat. I like to sit on a block, like so. Doesn't really matter how you sit, we're just gonna do a little bit of neck stretching. So sit up nice and tall. And gently let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Give yourself a moment here just to notice how this feels. And then you can energetically engage a little more. Think about lifting the left ear up towards the ceiling. And think about pinning your left shoulder 2 inches back behind you. Notice how that feels. If you want a little more intensity, bring your right hand towards the side of your head. And you're not pulling down, you're gently pulling your neck on this upward diagonal, like 2% pressure. Send 3 breaths right to the left side of your neck. Gently release your hand from your head, lift your head back to center, and then send your left ear towards your left shoulder. Take a moment to notice, see what gravity is doing. Check in with your jaw. Think about lifting the right ear towards the sky. Imagine someone is gently holding your right shoulder back. Take 3 breaths to wherever you're feeling the most tension. Option to bring your hand up if you want more. Good. Release your hand from your head, lift your head back up to center. Take a moment just to check in with this range of motion. Looking side to side, looking up and down, maybe finding some circles with the head. All right, we've got one more shape up and then we'll finish out laying down on our back. So for this one, you'll want both blocks. You can also try this without blocks completely, but be a little careful. This is called supported baby camel flow. So we've done a ton of work to stabilize through the lower back and open up the hips and the chest. This is kind of a moment to reap the benefits of all of that work that you've done and enjoy a lot of opening through the front of your body. So you can find kind of like standing child's pose legs where your knees are a little wider, toes are touching-ish. Bring your blocks on their highest height back by your ankles. We're gonna be reaching to hold a block and then reaching up and back. So this is a more exaggerated version of that exalted twist we did at the very beginning. So we'll start with the right hand on the right block. You can start seated on your heels if that feels good, or you can start up. But as you breathe in, reach the left arm up and back. Use glute strength to stabilize your low back. Manifest opening across your collarbones. You can drop your head if that feels okay or keep it supported. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, come back to center. Left hand on the left block, breathe in and reach and expand. Couple breaths here, finding stability through the low back, openness through the whole front body, breathe in. And as you breathe out, come back to earth. We'll flow through this just twice on each side. Right hand on right block, inhale, expand. Exhale, come back down. Left hand on left block, inhale, reach. Exhale, center, here we go. Last round, right hand on the right block, inhale. Exhale. Left hand on your block, inhale. And exhale. Nice job. Take your time. We're gonna meet laying down on our backs. If you still have your block nearby, place it underneath your sacrum for supported bridge pose. That's the little triangle of bone above your booty. So this is not up on your low back, but it's also not completely on your butt. It should feel supportive through your pelvis. And if you prefer to keep your feet on the ground, you can knock your knees in for broken bridge. I invite you to try supported legs up the wall. Just send your legs up to the sky. Move your block around until you find the supportive place where your legs can rest with relatively no effort. If you don't have a block, you can go find a real wall. You can rest your hands on the ground or on your tummy. Notice your breath. Notice where in your body you feel your breath moving. Maybe it's at the nostrils. Maybe through the chest. Maybe it's the filling sensation of your low belly. Using this soft focus on your breath, follow it in and around and out, like the breath is going first and your attention is following. See if you might relax your shoulders a little more. You can stay in either of these two shapes if it feels good. If you'd like to move on to a fully supported final resting shape, remove the block from underneath you and come back to the same shape we started in. Bottoms of the feet touch, knees are open wide. Enjoy the length of your whole spine against the ground. And close your eyes if that feels comfy. And I'll lead you through a brief grounding meditation, and then we'll be on our way. Start by noticing all the places that your body is making contact with the ground. Feet, hips and low back, the length of your whole spine, your shoulders, your arms and elbows, and the back of your head. Notice any sensations in your scalp or the skin of your face. Relax the sockets of your eyes. Relax the space around your nostrils. Soften your tongue into the lower palate and relax even the root of your tongue. Feel your shoulders from the inside out and notice a sensation of ice melting into water and water evaporating into the air. Bring your attention to your heart space, noticing any tingling, any warming or cooling sensations. And see if you might use your breath to deepen any sensations and let them slowly expand outward from your heart space. If your mind is busy, take a big breath in each time you notice you've drifted away. And as you breathe out, let your body soften. And we come back as many times as it takes. That's the practice. I'll give you a few moments of silence to enjoy the sensations of the whole body breathing. If you're feeling really good, you can stay here as long as you have. If you're ready to be guided out, start to deepen your breath and bring little movements to your fingers and toes, in your wrists and your ankles, making these movements bigger and bigger until you find yourself in a big full body stretch. And really take a moment to notice the space you've built in your body through just 60 minutes of movement and breath. And as you're ready, roll onto your favorite side, press yourself up to a tall seat. Move really slowly, preserving any feelings of calm that you found, and we'll end with 3 big breaths together. Find a tall, proud spine. Invitation to bring your arms up overhead as we breathe in, or you might leave your hands wherever feels best to you. Inhale and expand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, like that, breathing in, expanding the rib cage sideways. Breathing out, letting go, releasing. One more together. Breathe in, reach high, breathe to your depth. Breathe out, letting go, releasing. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, safe, and free. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. Cool. Thank you so much. I hope you're feeling open and relaxed. If you have any questions, any requests for future classes, any feedback for me, I love to hear all of it. And this is a space built to support you, built to support us. So thanks again for sharing the space, and I will see you next Wednesday. Thank you.